Flower Girl, Professor Kithure Kindiki to be sworn as the new Kenya Deputy President today in place of the bride, Rigathi Gachagua. In what is seen as the climax to a well-choreographed orchestra, also known as a Muppet circus, the elected Deputy President's final nail on his coffin was fixed by the three judges picked in a huff by Kenya's Deputy Chief Justice, Philomena Mwilu. ViralMixer here. Hello, ViralMixer fans. Major news is coming out of Kenya. Professor Kithure Kindiki will officially step into the role of Deputy President tomorrow, Friday, November 1st, at a swearing-in ceremony set for 10 a.m. at Nairobi's Kenyatta International Convention Center. The confirmation came this evening from Mercy Wanjau, Secretary to the Cabinet, after a whirlwind few weeks. Picture this. A political speaker leads Parliament in impeaching the Deputy President. An equally political shareholder Senate Speaker leads the Senate deep into the night, unusual in Kenya for serious matters affecting the public, to impeach the sick Deputy President unheard. Then Parliament sits in the wee hours of the following morning to ratify the puppet Kindiki appointed at night of the Senate impeachment. The President and parliamentarians never slept. The same day, the shareholder Speaker Moses Wetangula gazettes Professor Kindiki as unelected but appointed Deputy President. Then, an equally eager Deputy Chief Justice appoints 3 High Court judges to hear Gachagua's challenge to the swearing-in of the flower girl Kindiki in the middle of the night, as said in court. The honorable judges refuse to recluse themselves from the case when challenged by the impeached elected Deputy President. And, as expected, they rule against him to validate the swearing-in of the selected Kindiki. Here, the circus or climax shows the shameless choreography of the whole process which has roped in the judiciary. Simply because the judges set the judgment to Thursday, you guessed right, afternoon and not morning. And guess what? The government declares Friday a public holiday never heard of in Kenya's history, to deny the outgoing Deputy President any chance of an appeal, since the courts will not operate on public holidays. Perfect ending to a sad script for Kenya. Parliament is under siege, Senate is in the bottle, intelligence and security organs are mere cronies, and the Martha Koome-led Judiciary has agreed to eat the crumbs of the executive feast. Or so it seems, since the timing of the judgment and the timing prior to a seditious public holiday all point to exactly that. One wonders how will the judiciary swear in a deputy president on a public holiday, yet the courts will not operate on a public holiday. Honorable Martha Koome, Kenyans will lose trust in you, but I know your dilemma since Professor Kindiki is from your tribe. ViralMixer TV presents, broadcast date October 31st, 2024. Here's the scoop. Today, Kenya's High Court lifted a court order that had been preventing Professor Kindiki's appointment, allowing the swearing-in to proceed. And in a bold move, President William Ruto named Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi as Acting Interior Cabinet Secretary, a role Prof Kindiki previously held. Mudavadi immediately flexed his new powers by declaring Friday a public holiday, meaning courts will be closed and preventing any last-minute filings that could stop the swearing-in. Behind the headlines. This leadership shuffle follows the controversial ousting of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on October 17th. President Ruto moved quickly, nominating Professor Kindiki as Deputy President the very next day. But Gachagua didn't go down quietly. He launched a legal fight, claiming he was denied a fair hearing and arguing that Parliament's public consultation didn't meet constitutional standards. This week's court decision was the final green light. Justices Anthony Mrima, Eric Ogolla, and Frida Mugambi ruled that Kenya needs continuous leadership in the Deputy President's office, noting that any gaps would go against the spirit of the Constitution. They lifted the conservatory order, citing significant public interest, but Gachagua can still appeal the decision. What's next for Gachagua? The appeal is set for November 6th. Gachagua is challenging Professor Kindiki's eligibility, arguing that the bench of judges assigned to the case was unconstitutional. While the Court of Appeal decided they wouldn't block Kindiki's swearing in, they scheduled a virtual hearing for Gachagua's claims next week. Final thoughts. So for now, Kenya will welcome Professor Kindiki as the new deputy president tomorrow in an official ceremony. ViralMixer TV will keep you in the loop as this high-stakes story unfolds. That's it for today's update. Stay tuned for more breaking news right here, your prime source for viral stories that keep you in the know.